What is up, guys? Boris here, coming to you guys with the Killer Colosseum Chaos difficulty levels 1 through 5. Now, I already did the Jozu video earlier today, so if you haven't checked that one out, definitely check out the Jozu video. But today, here, I'm bringing you guys the Killer Colosseum video. And for this first level, it is an all red enemies here. Now, the thing is that every single turn, all of your orbs will be turned to bomb orbs. And then on top of that, which is something they're doing that's pretty cool, is that they reduce the chance, or they make it harder to hit perfects. So that's another debuff. So it's going to be pretty hard to hit perfects, and you're going to have bomb orbs, so it's going to be a really annoying combination. But if you bring double NL, the amount of recovery that you get per turn is just insane. Go ahead and bring like Usopp, or in this case Stronghold Usopp, and delay them, and then you should be able to just take them out one at a time. Now, you see here, I decided to go. I didn't really realize I had the buff or the debuff until now, and like, oh, why am I hitting so many greats? But it's like, oh, okay, that's why. So be careful. And yeah, like you saw me there use Rob Lucci, NL Boa. So yeah, overall, this is actually pretty easy with this team. Obviously, you don't have to have every single thing in this team, but just double NL plus some good blue units will be good enough. So that's it for this first level, and I'll see you guys at level 2. Okay, level 2 is the Kiwi sisters. I'm not entirely sure what their names are, but this is actually very straightforward, yet has one slight twist. Now, both of these, they'll attack every turn, but they do not have a debuff protector, so go ahead and use a delay on them. They'll also reduce the damage that you take, or the damage that they take, sorry. They'll reduce the amount of damage that they take to a certain number. But the twist here is that if you kill one, the other will revive it back. So you have to kill both of them in the same turn. So what you see me do is deal damage to both of them, and then I'm going to go for a big burst once they're both low. Now, I've also brought Gecko Moria just to help me out with those purple orbs. So just guarantee I get a couple purples on the turn that I want to go and burst them down. And yeah, I got him pretty low here. I think after this, after I see my orbs. You see I got a lot of red orbs, and Moria will change all of those to purple. So this is perfect. And just go ahead and do some Rayleigh for some extra damage. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. These first two levels, pretty easy if you do this. If you're not Rayleigh, I mean, you can just use a purple captain. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. But yeah, just remember that the trick here is to kill both of them at the same time. So that's level 2, and I'll see you guys at level 3. Okay, now level 3 is Bluno, and this guy puts up an insane defense buff. It's really hard to even damage him at all for the first 2 turns. And he also has a debuff protector for a little bit. Now, the team I brought here is a double Sengoku team. It's going to be able to do lots of damage over multiple turns. And I went ahead and brought Kimono Nami. You can bring Mirage Tempo Nami. You want to negate that first attack because it's going to deal 15,000, a little bit over that, I think. And then after that, it'll do a little bit less. But as you can see, my HP is not above 15,000, so I have to use that, otherwise I die. And then go ahead and start doing damage anytime that he does not have a defense buff. Now, he puts a lot of defense buffs up, so I don't really know what the pattern is, but I think that if you put him below 20, that's definitely one. I think every time he attacks, he puts it up for a turn. So just try to deal as much damage as you can whenever he doesn't have that up. Bring Kobe. You don't even need to bring Golden Pound. I probably would bring Impact Usopp over it. And yeah, overall, just be careful. Like I said, when you get him below 20, he'll put up a defense buff. That's, I couldn't even get past it. So I'd probably recommend trying to burst him down. But if you get him below 20, with this HP, you can tank a hit past the first one. So you should be good to go. And that's pretty much it for Bluno, whatever you say it. So I'll see you guys in the 4th room. Okay, level 4, this is going to be Kid, and so far, he's probably the most annoying out of this batch. The first 3 were pretty easy, but this guy is really annoying. He'll start by cutting your HP by 50% and changing your orbs to bad, and then starts doing a lot of damage every turn. So on top of that, he also has a perfect shield, so you have to hit a couple perfects before you can hit him. But as you see here, I brought the overpowered Stronghold Ace team with Marco to heal him back to full. Go ahead and use Heracles and Usopp. Heracles and Ace and Zephyr and all those stuff to deal massive amounts of damage. And then on top of that, you can use Stronghold Usopp once his debuff protector goes away. He does have for a couple turns. And also note that you can't kill him for the first 4 turns or something, so that's another thing to keep in mind. But overall, Kid doesn't really do that much damage until you get him, I believe it's maybe around maybe 10 to 30%, and he starts doing a lot. So again, it's just like in the Jozu levels, this is going to be like just little by little, just wear him out and just tank those hits. I don't know what else to say, man. Stronghold Ace team just has a lot of HP, can tank a lot of hits. So again, once his debuff protector goes away, use Usopp, and you have 4 turns to take him out. So pretty simple. And then I'll see you guys in the final level 5. Okay, so we meet back up with Kid once again, and this time I've brought a very similar team, except I brought Stronghold Frankie over Usopp. Frankie's going to be really nice for killer since he is green, but for now the plan is to try to get Kid as low as possible without triggering his special, because if you trigger his special, it'll deal around 10,000 every single turn, which is a big pain, and he'll also shuffle your orbs and stuff, so it's really annoying. So we try to whittle him down this first turn, just like last time. He'll cut it in by 50%, I believe, and then change all your orbs to bad. So just take a couple turns to get him as close you can to below, I think it's around 30% where you want to get him. And then from there, you're going to want to burst him down, but however, you want to save most of your stuff for the next room. So you're going to want to look for a couple orbs, one definitely on one of the aces, and then if you can get one on Zephyr or Heracles, that would really help. And then that should be enough to burst him down. And you got a couple turns to look for orbs because of the amount of HP that you have. And if you get an orb early enough, you can even tank a hit in case you don't kill him, and then finish him off the next round. So there's a lot of leeway here, a lot of room to move around. But once you do get that orb, it's important to use that Frankie to make sure that you do enough damage to take him out, and then you have stuff ready and set up for the next room. So you see here, I'm not getting that green orb. I'm like, man, I really need that green orb. So I keep looking for it. I am getting pretty low on health at this point. But I think, I'm not sure if I get it here or next round. Let me see. Yeah, so I got it here. And I had that purple orb on Heracles, and I get a red orb on Frankie, although that doesn't do much against Kid. And so now we're going to pop the Frankie special. Going to give us 1.5 orb boost, and that should be good to go for us here. Boom, 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 and boom. There you go. So Kid down. Had I missed, or had I not killed him there, I would have died. So be careful. But again, you should be fine as long as you get that green orb. And then Killer will cut your HP again, maybe by half. I'm not entirely sure. And we're just going to use that Marco special. You know, just go use all your specials here. Go ahead and use everything. And once you do, it'll take you about 2 to 3 turns to take him out. So go ahead and do that. And there's going to be a surprise once you take him out. Okay, so just like a lot of the other characters, Killer will revive once he is defeated. He'll come back with a little bit of HP, but the thing is that he'll lower your attack by a ton. So you can go ahead and use the other Strongworld Ace's ability to deal most of the HP. It won't take him out, but it will deal most of it. If you were full health, maybe it would have taken him out. And then you do have that red orb on Frankie, so go ahead and use that to your advantage and try to push for the final amount of damage. That first turn was not enough. I think I can take quite an amount of hits, but it's now that you can see that Killer is finally done. So boom, there we go. Killer Colosseum is finally defeated, and that was a fun one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this walkthrough of the Killer Colosseum Chaos difficulties. And before I go, let me talk a little bit about the unit himself. Now, from my understanding, Killer's Captain ability will boost the attack of strikers and slashers by 2.75 to have a matching orb, which is amazing. It's like a Strongworld Ace type ability, and 2 times otherwise. Recovery becomes 0, though, so you cannot heal. And then his special actually changes striker and slashers orbs from strength to quick to matching, and decreases enemy HP by 70% of one specific enemy. So really nice orb converter. It converts strength and quick to matching for slashers and strikers. Could definitely see him being used in the future, especially since I think his cooldown will be very low. And yeah, other than that, hopefully this tutorial will help you guys, and until next time, thanks for watching.